Welcome back to
Las Comadres.
Today we have another special guest with us today, Santiago.
Hi.
Santiago, what are you to me?
You're my friend. You're my cousin.
And what are you to Miss Itzel?
My sister.
And what are you to Sue?
My senorita.
Yes, so Santiago is my cousin. Itzel is also my cousin, making her.
Sorry.
And the hubs, right?
The hub. Yeah.
So today you are going to be interviewed, sir.
Okay.
Are you feeling nervous?
A little bit.
What's it like to finally be on the podcast?
I think it's kind of nerve-wracking, but I think I can handle it.
You got it? Okay. Well, I do have a few things that I want to address before we start with the questions, because I don't know if y'all paid attention, but Susana promised y'all a story of how y'all met, right?
Yes, I sure did.
And you said it was funny? So I'm expecting a funny story. So I want y'all to take the time to explain how y'all met.
Okay. Oh, man. So I told everybody I was going to give the story of how we met, but absolutely, I had maybe a few people comment, so this one is for the few people that commented, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We first met through friends. His best friend at the time, my best friend at the time were dating, and his best friend needed a car ride, so he brought his friend to my best friend's house because they were dating.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he needed someone to chill with, so so my best friend was like, hey, there's this, can you chill with Santiago, for a little bit until, or whatever, until we have our date. And I was like, first of all,
why would you set me up like that?
I was like, well, let me do my research, okay? So I had to do my research.
You looked him up?
Yes. Had to. I wanted to see what I was getting myself into.
Uh-oh.
So I got on his Facebook page, and somehow we were already friends. Yeah, of course, stalking. Yeah. So somehow we were already friends. I don't know. You know how you're friends with someone, you're just like, how are we even friends?
Right.
So that happened, and I was like, let me look through his pictures, and I'm like, okay, like this is the guy. Okay, he looks nice. That's what I said. I was like, he looks nice. And then I remember on his background pic, it was he was on a motorcycle, or something like that. And I was like, huh.
What's this dude doing?
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, he looks kind of cool. That's all I said. He looks kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, I actually ended up meeting him. He texted me and he was like, hi. Or actually, he texted me immediately after I told my friend yes. And he was like, are you sure you told? He was like, are you sure you said yes? Because my friend always be lying.
Aww.
And then I was like, you remember that? And then I was like, yeah, I did. He texted me as soon as I said yes. And so then that's just how we, then we started talking from there, and literally the rest is history.
Aww.
Nice.
Is that your version too, or you remember it a little different?
Well, I don't remember what I did yesterday, so I'll go with it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so next thing I wanted to do is I want you and Itzel to tell me a little bit about y'all's sister-brother relationship. How is that like? Is it fun to be her brother?
I mean, when we were like growing up, we stayed fighting. Like I remember, we were at the point to where like we were like literally like hitting each other.
But this.
And then, can I finish? And then I remember there would be some times that I would get near my Itzel. She would just throw herself on the ground and then start screaming. And then my mom and dad, they would go up to you and be like, "Ahora que tienes tú?"
That's not
and then you would say, "No, es que me pegó Santiago."
That's
so she said lie.
And then y luego mis papás pues me regañaban a mí.
Dang.
That's a lie.
Our relationship has been more of we gotten like more closer, as far as like communication, as far as hey, how you're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every now and then she goes to the house and takes my food from the fridge. But I think we came to an agreement to where wherever she grabs, I have to charge her. So luckily, she has Zelle. So.
He charges $5 per water bottle.
For everything. Every time she does something.
But it's crazy because she goes into the fridge and be like, "Hey, can I grab water?" She ends up getting my juice.
Dang, so she's not getting what she's paying for, huh?
And like the other night, she spent the night. And then Santiago was like, "How much per night?"
Like $50 a night.
So mean.
He's still waiting on the $50.
Oh yeah, he still is.
But then obviously to spend the night is $50, but additional fees for like covers and all
He
that.
would always say that too. Additional fee this, additional fee that.
But it's just
For
a mess
blanket.
around.
Yeah, for everything.
But regarding that though, I mean, our bond has definitely grown, but I feel like matureness has played a big part of that because, when we were kids, we didn't think much about life,
Yeah.
and so
You're more reckless.
Yeah, we were reckless.
Oh my god. Can I give you guys a shout out for this awesome coffee? It's like the best coffee I've
We
ever
make
tasted.
the best coffee here.
Oh yeah.
Coffee
For-
queens.
Specifically only for our guests. Alright, I'm sorry, we're gonna move. He just like interrupted, huh?
He really just interrupted me.
I mean, that's how it is,
just
whatever she
reckless.
says.
Anyway, continue.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the questions. Thank you for your introduction, sir. So, since we are on this podcast, I wanted to take a moment to ask, how has it been having your wife dedicate so much time to the podcast besides her already doing school and like going to work? Like, I know you've supported her, but is there moments where you're like, dang, like I wish she wasn't doing this because it's so much time she's putting into it? Like, what's your honest opinion about that?
Honestly, I don't take it in a negative way because I know it's more of a hobby for her.
Okay.
And every time she talks about it, she's always smiling and
Excited for it.
excited for it. And literally, like when it's the day of the podcast and whatnot, literally I'm just now stepping in the door. She's already like getting dolled up, and she's like, hey,
let's go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go. I'm like, but I just got here. Give me time to breathe.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it's like a bad time for her to like do this or whatever. But I think it's more of a side hobby. Distracts her from her daily duties.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But no, I mean, I honestly, that way it keeps her mind off of normal daily things, and
it changes up the routine.
It
Yeah.
does.
I mean, that makes sense.
and gives you guys time to bond too and talk about how the week went, with you guys and whatnot.
It definitely does. I feel like, especially how, I won't go into too much detail, but just knowing that me and Itzel were close at work, but now we're at distant, it definitely brings us together because we were very close for a moment and now we're not. So, yeah, I am grateful for what the podcast has
And you
done
guys
for
have
us.
gotten to know me.
Yeah, for sure. I also appreciate that too.
Yeah.
I feel like either ways outside the podcast, we've been getting more closer
Yeah.
since y'all been coming over and stuff. But okay.
I know we be in your way sometimes, but
No, I'm telling y'all, we don't care. Like, it's just when the house looks like a mess, that's when we're like, oh, maybe it's not the best way to greet your guests.
No, it's alright. I mean,
things happen. And then my last kind of podcast related question is, what do you think about the podcast? Honestly, I want because you're always asking for feedback. I want an in-person live feedback. Like, what do you think? What we should work on, improve? Are we still doing something wrong? Like,
Good question.
Or have we improved?
yeah, have we improved? Any negative or positive?
you guys have obviously with you guys doing podcasts like every other week or so on. I think you guys are doing a lot more better. From the first podcast, because my sister right here, she loves the word saying so she might as well hum. And she's gonna keep saying hum.
Look, this was the beginning.
But now I mean obviously this is what like the fourth podcast.
No.
No, it's the
No, it probably is.
no.
Fifth.
No,
Fifth.
6.
Let's just say
we
eight.
should know this.
Let's just say 8th podcast or whatever. But I feel like you guys are doing better, and I feel like
Well,
you guys
I
are
want you
getting,
to tell the people the late nights, hard time, and rehearsals and meetings, It's not easy. It wasn't
It's
easy.
not easy
To
It's
start
I
it,
mean,
no.
No.
But at least you guys started something,
Yeah.
and you guys are still doing it.
And I think
Right.
we're so
You
proud of
know,
this.
like,
It's come a long way.
I mean,
I know this is
besides
another
our-
topic or whatever, but it's one thing, you know, talking about it, but to actually start it is, you know,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother level thing, you know. So,
Yeah.
congrats you guys on that.
Thank you.
What is your experience as a being the oldest sibling?
I like that. Like, what's it like being the oldest?
The oldest, like what? Like obviously the sibling, but what do you mean, like?
As a
Like, what
did you feel like you had so much responsibility on you?
I mean, obviously when you're the oldest, obviously your parents rely on you when you're still in the household.
Right.
As far as taking, as being, you know, son from Hispanic family.
Right.
You know, obviously.
They rely on you.
Yeah, they rely
heavily.
on the oldest one to, as far as translate or to do, you know, business, you know, that requires, you know, in English. In
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
I say that too, like off camera, I'll be like, bitch. But yeah. No, and I think I was interested for us to ask you that question because, well, more me, I'm an oldest sibling too. So I think you're not, right? You're the baby?
No, I'm the third, girl.
She's the third. And you're
The middle
Yeah.
child.
which I've heard things about middle child too.
Look, I'm the opposite of all that.
But, you know, I do want to say this because, you know, me being the oldest, obviously, you know, the oldest experienced life first before the
Yeah.
middle and the youngest.
Yes.
So, you know, whatever I experience, I tell my little brother, I say, hey, dude, you know, you see what I went through, you know, I don't want you to go through that either,
Yeah.
you know, so.
You always want the best for
Yeah,
them.
so obviously, I'm sure they see me as a role model, but at the same time, you know, I want them to see me that I also make mistakes,
Yeah.
and it's okay to make mistakes, but, you know, once you make mistakes, you learn from it, but you have to get back up to
Right,
do better.
Yeah.
As the oldest, did you guys have to translate for your parents going to the doctor's appointments and stuff like
Girl, I still
that?
have to. What you talking about? Did you not know I had to call a what's it called, oil change appointment for my dad?
Oh my
Yeah, I still
gosh.
gotta do it.
But when we were growing up, when we were like fluently
Mhm.
speaking or whatever, I remember my mom would have to pay this lady to go with her to the doctor and
Oh,
translate.
okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And see, like things like that is just, you know, in a way, it's heartbreaking because, I mean, not only you're the oldest sibling, but then again, you're young in years, and not only you're trying so hard to translate and communicate properly
Mhm.
and translate exactly what your parents are trying to tell the doctor, but yet you're here kind of like struggling.
Yeah,
But-
even now
in a way,
sometimes.
like,
yeah.
But luckily for like the newer generation now, they have like freaking, you know.
Bilingual doctors.
Yeah.
Or,
I mean, not even. They have Google Translate,
That too.
and you know,
Yeah.
you can go anywhere pretty much on the internet and they'll
Yeah.
translate.
even like with our grandparents, like if si los acompañas a la cita, they're like, ay, es que me duele something, and I'm like, it's right here. I don't know what it's called, but she said it's like right
Yeah.
Me
here.
duele aquí.
Yeah. So it's like either it's grandparents and tios and like anybody, and
You'll be like, well, the doctor will be asking what type of hurt, and they'll be like, no, pues me duele aquí. Le digo, no, pero qué tipo de dolor. No, pues que me duele aquí. I'm like,
be more specific.
specific.
Yeah, it's funny, but at the same time, like being bilingual is beneficial, but this is just like, man, why I gotta be bilingual? Because now I gotta like
yeah.
deal with all
But you know,
this.
people like us would think that, but you know, you go
Yeah.
to a regular job,
Mhm.
and then you be like, hey, I'm bilingual, and they be like, I don't care, you get the same pay.
I know, that sucks. Since I know you guys admire your grandparents,
Mhm.
I
Oh,
want I want each one of you guys to tell me a special moment or time you've had with your grandpa.
I say for me, the main thing that like stands out is that he's always asking me questions. Like he'll, ¿cómo se dice? Like the psicológicamente, like that, or like trying to challenge you.
Yeah. those are
And
fun.
or sometimes because I guess he knows like I'm like the church girl sometimes. he'll ask me stuff about like the Biblia and stuff. But the main thing is like, ¿qué se necesita para matar un tigre?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And I'm like, Grandpa, and especially like at a younger age, you're like, I don't know, a knife, a gun. And then like when he said, pues que esté muerto. I'm like, Grandpa.
Dude, I've heard of that riddle for the longest.
Yeah, and he'll still ask you. And to me, like I said, those questions is just like, I like that he still challenges you. Like he's
Yeah.
like, you know what, I'm gonna push you to think. And I think some people don't do that no more.
Yeah.
So I like that
Yo me
about
acuerdo cuando tenía 15 años,
Uh-huh.
mi papá le dio un Chevrolet Lumina, un little old car,
Uh-huh.
y no sé si estábamos nosotros de summer
Vacation.
vacation,
Uh-huh.
y me acuerdo, me dice, no, pues vamos para México. So, obviamente tenía mi media licencia,
Uh-huh.
y pues, cuando tienes media licencia tienes que tener alguien con licencia entera, right?
Yeah.
Y dice, no, pues vamos. So fuimos, y como pues uno en esa edad, pues uno quiere manejar.
Yeah.
So me acuerdo que nos fuimos en ese carrito y llegamos como en unas 17 horas, porque, o sea, todo el tiempo yo me la aventé manejando solo.
Uh-huh.
Pero mi papá siempre le decía, pero te fijas cómo va manejando, pues, o sea, Santiago.
Uh-huh.
Y todo en el camino mi abuelito nomás estaba roncando, dormido. Y ya llegamos, llegamos a México y pues nos fuimos a comer unos tacos y todo eso. Igual, o sea, nos pasamos unos días ahí en Matamoros
Uh-huh.
y regresamos. Y todo el tiempo también en el de regreso, pues mi abuelo dormido y yo manejando.
Oh my God.
And how old were you?
Y 15 años.
Yeah.
15.
Y pues todo el camino pues yo iba a 100, 102, 100, 100. Si no, pues cuándo íbamos a llegar. Y llegando, que me llega un aviso de la licencia que según la tenía suspendida. And I was like, what? So this whole time fui y regresé a México, gracias a Dios. Y con la licencia suspendida. So, imagínate si me hubieran parado, o sea, quién sabe qué hubiera pasado.
Okay. Fun fact: Santiago has the same name as his dad and his grandpa. Somebody don't want to name their son like that.
Oh no, no,
I
no.
feel like I should.
No, no, no,
If
no.
I
no.
have like
There's
5
3
kids.
Oh, no.
generations. You know, it's hard to identify them around this hometown because they're like
Which
Santiago
one?
Junior, Santiago Senior, or Santiago
The third.
The third, you know? It's hard.
But I think it's an honor, dude. Like if you think
Yeah.
about it, especially if you have a close bond with your grandpa, it's very nice.
I think I'm really
You
lucky and
Mhm.
fortunate to spend time with my grandpa and my
Mhm.
dad, because you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a lot of people that unfortunately
Don't
aren't
have that.
able to do that,
Yeah.
So I don't take that for granted. Sometimes they make me mad, but I still love them.
That's your
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
And see, well, Jackie mentioned that my grandpa challenges her, and Santiago mentioned that he taught him basically how to drive, and that's where I can relate
Yeah.
to. He's always a man of teaching. He's de su palabra. Él, well, for some of y'all that don't know, that él fue abogado en México. Y él teniendo ese tipo de educación, él siempre ha querido ver a sus nietos estudiar una carrera que les interese, y pues por él pues yo diría que yo estoy donde estoy. Creciendo como niña, y me acuerdo que íbamos, well, we lived right beside each other, like we were neighbors.
It's like door
Yeah,
like in front of
like
each other.
literally
I remember my mom, dude, like, dice, no, pues ve con tu abuelita y tu abuelito para que te den un tomate para no
And my
So that's how
grandma-
close we were.
Yeah, Walmart.
Yeah.
And so, like, being like neighbors, I mean,
Yeah.
he would kind of in a way enforce, like, oye, vénganse, les voy a, dime las tablas, apréndete las tablas, y 4x4, o 12x12,
Yeah.
y, like,
Always challenging
like
you.
challenging you.
Yeah.
And so I will say that he was there when also when I was getting my learners and everything. Like he took me out there to practice parking and all that, and even when I would take him to doctor visits, like what I like to do traditionally with them is play their favorite songs, like back in the day, and he just like y'all know him even at church.
He's singing.
He sings. He loves to sing, and then also
the last few times I went to church with your grandpa, he had a hat on and shades, and he was sleeping.
Yes, that's what I was about to mention.
He was sleeping.
If y'all don't know our grandpa, like he loves to sleep. Like he'll be like this, and then
he's gotten at that point.
And then whenever someone points him out, he's like listening. But
are you at that point, Santiago? Where you can just sit there
I'm getting
and
to that point. After work, I just want to sit on the couch and
just fall asleep.
Alright, man. What is one thing you like about being married? What is one challenge that you find in a marriage?
Right.
One challenge?
A challenge. What's very challenging about being married?
Is that I'm unable to get my toys without having to ask my wife if it's a yes or a no.
Oh, so we know who wears the pants now.
The hang.
Yes.
Well, it's just like that nowadays. So yeah.
Oh. Santiago's like, you're lucky we on camera.
Yeah, we're on camera. We have evidence. I don't need evidence.
Oh my gosh. Who is your celebrity crush? Without her getting mad right now.
Megan Fox.
Oh, I knew that.
You're a big car movie type.
Yeah.
People. Is it because of Transformers or
Transformers? Yeah, Transformers. And I'm a big guy on Fast and the Furious, although they're overrated now because now they have 10, 12 movies.
Yeah.
So you're okay with his celebrity crush?
I have a crush on Megan Fox too. She's hot.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Really hot.
Oh my gosh.
Do you approve who she's with right now? What's his name?
MGK.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Machine Gun?
Machine Gun Kelly.
No, because, that's all I gotta say.
No, okay.
I don't want to get myself into trouble.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, do you know Susanna's love language?
But just chilling on the couch and just hugging each other.
What? No.
Just sort of cuddling.
Oh, but yeah, cuddling. It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing.
Let's watch a movie like this.
So can I answer that question?
Well, was it kind of right?
I don't really know. I don't think so. I like that when I ask him for money, he no, hold on. It's not like that. It's not
The way you started
For money.
No, it's not like that. Okay. No, it's funny though. Okay, so I know we all get to moments that we can get a little short sometimes.
Right.
And if I tell him, hey, I really need $15, please send it to me. He'll do it like that. He helps me out when I need it. He
He's
will.
like Mr. Krabs.
No, I'm not. No, he'll help me out. No, it's not. It's not about the money, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. We need to get your money.
Okay, because obviously we're not billionaires and stuff like that, but
Nor thousandaires.
yeah, so no, nor thousandaires.
I think
so,
we have 2 cents in my account.
Stop. But if I do I've come to points where I needed some money really bad, and I'm like, hey, please go ahead and can I please just go ahead and send it to me, and then he does, and I think that is helping each other is awesome.
Yeah.
Because if you help each other through a couple, especially through times, I help him, he helps me. Him helping me is amazing. I love it.
But when I asked her, she's like, you need to fill out this credit application.
You're like, help me.
I'm but help me.
You gotta go through
Figure it
process.
out. But just close your eyes, and we're gonna ask you the question.
Okay.
It's the who's more likely to, or most likely to, blah blah blah. So when I finish the question, point to each other, and then when we're saying, okay, you can open your eyes, then you'll see
Okay.
who you chose. All right, I'm gonna read the first one.
Okay.
Who's most likely to say sorry first? So point. All right, open your eyes. Oh.
Now, guys, who is most likely to start a conversation with a stranger?
Okay, open your eyes. I see that too.
Obviously, myself, my wife, and my family, we were all in the building, and literally it started, and oh my gosh, is the ghost in here?
Jackie.
Ignore that because I don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
Were you saying Satan earlier?
Oh my god!
But
You should
anyways,
say satin. Okay, who's most likely to give up in an argument? Like stop the argument. Just okay. Open your eyes.
Who is most likely to find money in an old jacket?
Really? I thought he would have said him.
Why would he find money?
To me, Carlos is like that. He's like, we're gonna ask you, see if you know Itzel, and we might ask her the same thing to see. We're gonna start easy and then move harder. Okay. First question: what month was she born in?
April.
Okay. What month was he born in?
October.
What is her favorite color? It's starting to get more into if you really know her.
Purple.
What's your favorite color, girl?
Green.
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 Why green?
I didn't even know
That's
that.
food color.
Yeah.
I thought it was pink.
I thought it was pink too.
Pink? You give pink vibes.
You never wear green.
It doesn't mean that you don't like
It
it, right?
doesn't mean, but the color just attracts me a lot. You
Okay.
know?
What about what's Santiago's favorite color?
Blue?
You're close, navy blue.
Okay,
Okay.
that's still blue. I would
Oh
consider.
wait, I'm wearing green.
All right. So, question: Is she a vanilla or chocolate person?
Her man is vanilla.
Oh my gosh.
What about him?
He is chocolate.
What? Girl!
You're I'm a
He's
vanilla.
vanilla.
I love chocolate.
I love chocolate.
She loves.
Okay.
I know you do.
Yeah, if it was me and her, I would be the chocolate. Oh my gosh. Okay, what now? What is her favorite pastime? Do you know? And if not, just guess.
Her quinceañera.
What?
What?
Just leave it there.
Just leave it there.
What do you mean?
Pastime, dude.
Like a hobby or like
Oh.
what
What do I like to do?
Oh.
Do you want to redo that?
Yeah. Can repeat.
I think he thought of like
Pastime.
Okay, what is Itzel's favorite pastime?
Probably sleep.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, I
Good
would
job.
Like, I don't play
Cause
with
she's
my
always complaining.
dad.
Like she goes into my parents' house and she's like, "Oh, I gotta migraine. I gotta go to sleep."
What about his favorite pastime?
His.
If not, just take a guess.
I can help you.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, changing his mind.
Thank you. Changing your mind.
Like hobby or pastime.
I mean, for me, it's like be outside and just have a peace
Okay,
of mind.
changing your mind. All right, next question. What is Itzel's favorite food? You should know this. She said all the
you should
time.
know this.
Come on.
I don't even know.
No.
La Hacienda. Mexican.
But
Mexican.
food.
Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican.
She's not considering that. What's your
But
answer?
specifically, what?
La carne asada plate
So meat.
or carnita plate. Which one do you like
Or
more?
what?
Me, I love steaks.
Okay,
I love
steaks.
There you go. What's your favorite food?
Wait, you're asking
Oh,
her?
oh,
What's his
oh.
favorite food?
Seafood. Camarones.
Mhm.
Yeah. Come on, let's see.
Okay. We'll just do one more.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do this one. How would you describe Itzel in
That's
3 words? Right now.
Lazy. Ugly. but nice.
Aww,
Okay.
he loves you. Okay, now you to take it. Now you to.
That's like the
Santi.
nicest thing he's ever said to her.
The last one
Aw.
hurt.
I'm sorry.
No, you did.
So 3 words that describe Santiago.
Mhm.
Dang.
He's hardworking.
Okay.
I will jump back to the topic where he does change his mind.
Okay.
So,
Undecisive.
Undecisive. That's good.
It's a rude thing.
No, it's not.
Yes,
That's a
it
you
is.
thing. Cause it ain't no rude thing. Let's just say there's a situation going on. Like he overcomes that tension. Like
Yeah.
he kind of breaks it up. You know.
He's
Yeah.
a peacemaker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
I would say
peacemaker.
peacemaker.
So that's how I
So
would.
hardworking, undecisive, but he's a peacemaker.
That
Right.
describes him in 3 most best words.
Well, thank you, Santiago, for joining us. Sorry to keep it short.
It's okay.
We just gotta kick you out at some point, right?
It's okay.
I'm just kidding. But thank you, and thank you for your support, not only to us, but as family. I'm sure we can relate since we are family, and especially your wife. I'm sure she appreciates family, and I'm just proud that we're able to have this bond. So we appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Comadres, for inviting me.
Any
And
words to
again,
the people?
thank you, all viewers and future supporters. Please like, share, and subscribe
Okay.
so La Comadres can start making this money. So, like I said, share it, like it, subscribe. Tell your abuelita, your abuelito, show them, and show your animals. They'll maybe like it too.
We'd like to thank you for watching this special episode with Santiago here. Please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe with Las Comadres on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for any future videos, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.